So tell me, is you ready, baby? Tell me, is you ready, baby?
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Be Like Dee channel. It's your girl D coming back with another review of Power Book 4 Force with Tommy's ass. Season 2, episode 4. And you know, it's always a good episode. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. So the episode opens up with Jannard ass waking up after doing all them hard ass drugs. Okay, so then of course he gotta do more drugs to level himself out. And then, you know, he's seeing Lil K hanging. Because he killed him, so I guess he feeling guilty that he killed him, even though he was mad at him at the same time, and he had a whole fit and killed him. So I guess he feeling guilty now. So he was seeing him dead, and then he's just like, oh fuck, looking at us. Okay, Joy is going through it. Okay. See, this is what happens when you're on the wrong team. So then we get to the police officers or whatever. The guy that's a part of the CPD at the little task force. He over there, he's showing that, they found Lil K. He dead. He was strangled. It was like personal, intentional, brutal, all that stuff. So then there's like, it's probably retaliation for him trying to go at Tommy. So then, they said we tried to talk to the grandmother, but she didn't really want to say nothing. She was a little scared still. So I was like, I thought she was going to pick him out of the lineup, all this and that. But, she don't know for sure it was Jannard ass anyway. But, so the task force like, yeah, we need to go ahead and get this nigga, get all of their asses, right? So he flipped the screen to Tommy. This guy right here, I need to know everything about him. I need to know a thesis on this nigga. I need to know what he eats, where he sleeps, where he shits. I was like, damn, but they gotta come hard down on Tommy, of course. We get Tommy's ass pulling up to Maria, Miguel's sister, to teach her driving lessons. Okay, so she like, what happened to your car? What happened to the Mustang? It's a big ass truck now. And of course he like, well, that was a situation. So now we got Flynn and Paulie, his right hand man Paulie, talking, and they basically saying he ain't got no money, and Paulie trying to tell him, well, should we ask Doyle, which is the Dublin dude, to give us time to make our money. And here go Flynn, do I look like a beggar? I pay what I owe. I stand on my feet, not on my knees. His accent was so thick in this scene, they really had to put them subtitles, okay? Cause he over there complaining, talking about, that I'm sure Dublin smells blood in the water when Doyle comes sniffing around. He gonna know I ain't got the money, all this and that. And then he's like, well, we asked for an extension. And then he's like, no, I ain't asked for no extension. Do I look like a bitch? Pretty much is what he's saying, because he's saying he ain't gonna, tell nobody he down and bad. Okay. So then he said, don't you ask for no damn extension. Your ass better not ask for no extension, okay? And then he dismissed his ass. I said, he's such an asshole, okay? But anyway, so then we get to Dime Shop, and the little boy that he was talking to from the rally, him and his mama come popping in there. Who was Diamond? Who is Diamond? And then he like, it's me. I'm David. What's up? And he's like, is it true that you're gonna be teaching my son boxing lessons? Is that true? Because I'm getting tired of buying comic books. What she said, comic books and tennis shoes. I said, girl, you still gonna be buying it? You gonna be buying most stuff. If he get into boxing, I need gloves. I need this. I need lessons. Okay. So then she's like, was you serious about that? He's like, yeah, come to whatever gym at 4 p.m. tomorrow, some shit like that. And then of course the old man being nosy, gave up that government name. He said, yeah, I would for a booty like that. And then of course Dom looking like, what's up with this woman? Tommy and Maria, he giving her driver's lessons in this parking lot. And then you see the two police officers or whatever that's watching him. They taking their pictures and all this. It's like, who you think the girl is? And then of course the dude's like, hopefully his kryptonite, the way that Kool-Aid smile he got on his face. So then she's like, I gotta get closer to get a picture. I'm surprised I didn't catch his ass, but he all into Maria's ass. If it was just him by himself, this wouldn't be happening. So then, as they flying off, they almost get caught. So then they jump. She go running in the car. You think he saw you? Did he make you? And it's just like, no, I don't think so. But I think we just had a break in the case. So then they chasing Tommy and them ass, because they driving off real fast, and she ended up trying to race the damn train, and Tommy was just like, well, you gonna race the train, I'm gonna need you to put your feet even harder on this gas pedal, okay? But he was loving it. Okay, so now we're over to Jannar, and he over here cutting his coke with baby powder, and the dude like, nigga, this is played out, like, this is not finna be good. What the hell are we doing? And then I was like, nigga, just do it. I mean, I need some more young hustlers, youngins. I need the youngins. I was like, damn, they really be preying on these little boys. I need some youngins. Give me some youngins. He's like, I'm working on it. And then he asked him if he caught up with Lil K yet. And then he was like, why you asking my Lil K? He's like, I just thought you would have caught up with him already. I said, nah, nigga, So he's like, nah, I ain't seen him. Nah. He dodging me like I'm one of his baby moms. And then he started looking at him like he don't believe him for real right there. He trying to make jokes and shit. So then he was like, oh, okay. He's like, he's like, what happened to your neck? But I ain't seen nothing on his neck. Maybe I missed it. He's like, what happened to your neck? And he was like, you worry about the wrong thing. You need to be worried about pushing these niggas in these streets. Push them hard. Press them niggas hard, okay? We need to be making this money. So then he ended up getting a text from the Serbs saying payment due, nigga. I'm like, damn, when does these payments be due? Every day? It seemed like he's paying these niggas every day. Or is it a week? Every week? Because, whew. So, of course, he looking worried. And he like, oh. And then he, takes some more drugs, of course, in front of the dude. I'm like, you really losing it. You taking the drugs in front of your people? They ain't gonna have no respect. Okay? And I also forgot to mention that with Walter saying that he started saying they need to charge, because, they low on money too. He's saying they're going to have to charge the people they protecting more for their protection. He was like, then what they going to say if they get pushback? He said, it better not be no motherfucking pushback, okay? I was like, so y'all kind of in the same predicament. You losing money, Jannar losing money. You got people on your ass, Jannar got people on his ass, okay? So, who gonna die? Now we got Tommy and Maria. They end up walking in the park or some shit, and then he ended up spotting some dude that's kind of eyeing him, looking like, who the fuck are you? And they looking at each other from across the room as he talked to Maria. I'm like, girl, you don't notice none of this, okay? I would have been looking like, who you looking at? But anyway, he excused himself to go to the restroom, knowing old dude finna follow. So he waiting in the restroom. He like, nigga, I don't know what your problem is, but me and Rojas, we got us a deal. The dude talking about, no, fuck that deal, you and Rojas. And then he started trying to come in Tommy with a knife. Child, what you do that for? Tommy whooped his ass and then killed his ass, okay? Quick, too. He like, and then, he could have just, he had to make sure the job was done, okay? He went, up to the heart, okay? And then rolled his ass in the rush into the stall. Then he kept him walk off, wipe everything off, wipe his, his prints and stuff off everywhere. And then leave. And then he like, all right, Marie, I gotta run an errand real quick, so, let's go. I was like, yeah, you gotta get away from that scene. And then, the police following his ass, so, they gonna find it, okay? So we got D-Mac and the dude that was his friend, but wasn't his friend, that flipped on his ass on the first season, which you need to always side out that nigga, okay, D-Mac? And they basically talking about how CBI winning, they got niggas, how dare you ass niggas. And then, of course, D-Mac like, man, see, CBI winning, and my Uncle Tommy got me behind a computer like on some Silicon Valley shit. He basically being a young, dumb teenager that's mad that he ain't getting the money that all of the dudes on the corners getting. I'm just like, oh my gosh. So, of course, he finna do something stupid. It's just right here in our face leading up to it, okay? He took the gun, and now he's salty because he want to be on the curb, okay? And then he's like, yeah, But the friend was like, but honestly, I'm happy he got you at home behind a computer, because I don't want to see you out like that. Nah, he care. Okay, he care. He got a heart. Okay, so then he's like, yeah, but I ain't gonna never get caught sleeping like that. So then of course he showed him the gun. I said, they such kids. Let me show you my gun. And then the girls show up. The girls walk by, and of course the dude, whatever his name is, his friend, D Mac's friend, was like talking about the girl in the shorts. But then he kind of started flirting with the girl in the shorts too. I'm like, y'all just watch. Y'all gonna be back beefing again. Watch. So he's like, oh man, that's Genesis, and she don't date no broke niggas. Cause she's like, you got money on this? Like, can we come? You got money on that? I said, well, damn girl. She was pretty though. And he's like, yeah, she don't fuck with no broke niggas. I gotta get back on. I said, oh my goodness, all of this for a girl too now. Now you done add the girl to your issue. And so now we got Vic and Claudia talking, and she basically saying, I have a plan for us to get from under Da. So apparently she telling Vic that she got somebody that's gonna give her all the pills they can sell, okay, without telling Daddy, okay? And then Vic was like, fuck you, I'm good. I don't want to work with you. I don't want to work with him, but I'm working with him because I'm going to get him, okay? I said, why you telling her your plan? She going to spill it out as soon as she needs to, as soon as it fits her needs, okay? So then he's like, I'm the man on the inside. I'm breaking him, dismantling him brick by brick. Then, he's like, man, no, fuck that. I ain't working for you. That shit didn't work out, because she talking about she need help with distribution with him. And, then she said, well, he's like, he's gonna pay what he did to Gloria. And she was like, well, you must haven't been to her old bar, huh? Why don't you go see what he's doing down there? And he's like, what you talking about? What? She's like, nah, go go ahead and see, okay? What she said? He's using you, or he's fucking with you, or something like that. Wake the fuck up. So then we see Dime and the guy that the cop that he paid off last season for his sister that did the drugs, that he was stalking him because his sister, she got sick or hurt, or I don't know, she has to have medical attention because of the bad drugs that Dime was selling back in the day, okay? And the police dude, he came last season asking for money. And then, Dime gave it to him thinking it was a one-time transaction. So apparently he the one that been texting down like, I'm not the person you can ignore. And now he been ignoring him. So then, Dime trying to tell him, nah, nigga, our business is done. And he's like, nah, I'll tell you when our business is done. I'm a cop that can get your parole violated again. Shit like that. So then Dime looking like, fuck, gotta deal with this nigga. Okay, so then Tommy coming up, and he looking through the window, and he see them talking. I guess he can tell that he a cop. Or he's showing his badge or something. So then he like, what the fuck? He back up. I'm like, can he hear? Because he seemed like he could hear, but I guess not. So then, dude shaking Dime down, saying, I need another 50,000. My sister had another slip up. I said, what, a slip up? What? It's not making no sense, boy. What you doing with this money? Okay? And he's like, I need it tonight. Then Tommy come in like, what the fuck was that cop doing here? Did he ask you about a body? So I was like, oh yeah. But Tommy tripping like, he know about the body? Why you know about what's going on? Why was he here? And he fleeing, dude, what's going on? Then Don lying, talking about, he heard about the free haircuts. He was trying to convince me to do it on for the neighborhood, for the police thing or something like that. And he's like, I told him I think about it because it's bad for business. And he's like, why would he ask you that? All the barbershops in this hood, he come ask you? Nah. Ain't he Flynn's dude too? And he's like, no, not like, nah, it's good, it's cheap. Lying like a motherfucker. And then he's like, what you mean about a body? He said, I had to cut a nigga up today, okay? He's like, what? You handled it, right? He like, the best I could in the circumstance. He said he was one of Rojas dudes. Apparently they ain't happy with our arrangements. Not everybody on board. So he said, well, I'm gonna go handle it. I'm gonna talk to Rojas and talk to my girl so she can talk to Rojas basically and let it be clear we ain't playing, okay? This is the business now. And he's like, yeah, you get that done and you let me know when you got something and you watch your back. Okay, we got Vic going to Gloria's old bar to see what the hell going on in there, and apparently they done turned into a strip club or something. That's what it like, a strip club. Got half naked women and people in there, but they was doing a photo shoot at that moment, but it's basically like a strip club. So and of course he going off and they like, dude, chill, you scaring the girls. He said, well, fuck you and fuck this place. And he storms out. Then we get D-Mac and Tommy back at the house, and Tommy eating his ice cream, enjoying it like, my ice cream, okay? And then he asked D-Mac, where's JP and Kate? D-Mac said they went out to go do whatever they be doing together. And he's like, why you ain't go? And I thought they little amends thing didn't work out. And he was like, I don't think they did. They just moved past that shit, okay? They just trauma bonding, okay? I was like, pretty much. JP just like, she ain't gonna get no better. I mean, let's start where you at, okay? And then D-Mac's like, nah, I want my own shit. I want my old life. I want all the stuff I had, man. I'm smart. I'm a part of the family. Why I'm at home? Why you putting Marshall on before me? I said, that's what you worried about. See, look, I told you. Him and his friend, damn near frenemies, okay? Because they don't really like it when the other one up, okay? So then he started talking shit, talking about, Tommy telling him, no, you smart, like you need to do that, do something better. So then he was like, man, fuck that. If I can't get on with CVI, then I'm gonna go over there to treason. Boy. What he say that for, okay? Tommy put the ice cream down. If I even see or hear your ass was on the corner, I might kill you myself. I said, boy, he put that might in there to make you feel a little better, but you can't make no statements like that to a nigga like Tommy. I'm gonna go to treason, boy. You done fucked up, right? And then Tom was like, find something better to do with your time, D-Mac. You smart. Do something smart, okay? Don't test your Uncle Tommy. I said, nigga, he will kill his mama, his sister. Shit, he might kill his daughter if she mess with his money, okay? His money and his little drug business, okay? So don't even do it. And you recent family, you ain't known family, okay? So then we get a scene where, Tommy is going to go, I guess, check on they spots. He going to the spots, but everybody getting, it's police all around, everybody getting handcuffed. And he just like, what the fuck? It's police everywhere. Which I forgot they said that they was going to, set up corners to go pick up people so they can get they said not the, little runner boys, but the lieutenants and all that kind of shit. But they rounded up a good amount of people. I was like, well, damn, all these people is more than just regular people. But anyway, so then we get Paulie talking to Doyle, the dude from Dublin, for Walter, trying to ask for an extension. And, he's saying, I'm sorry, it's my fault that, he got to have this extension because of all this and that. And, I just want to ask this for him because, I got his back, basically. And then the dude was like, I don't give extensions, but, I respect you. I respect you coming to me man to man for your boss, okay? I respect the loyalty, so I'll consider it. But he chose to be over the Chicago, whatever, sanction, I'm going to call it. The Chicago sanction. So heavy is the head, basically, okay? So any problems that he have is his problems, not yours. But I will consider your offer. And he had to have some money or something, I guess. So that happened. I'm just like, oh Lord, Paulie, didn't he tell you not to do this? We got the police. They having that little meeting, and they basically identified the girl that Tommy was with, which is basically, we all know it's Maria, Miguel's sister. And it's like, and she falls under the look, don't touch category. And it's like, ooh, looks like Tommy Egan made his first mistake. I'm like, okay, you can call it that, but Tommy don't give a fuck, okay? But anyway, so then a dude come in with a file talking about, those guys we pulled over, the couple we pulled over, one of them said they had information on the murder case. And it's the damn girl that Vic killed the dude in front of her, and he had the whole fat Tony dude last season. And they went out through the freight elevator or some shit. So they was like, yeah, and it's in connection with the case we working on. So of course they pull her We got her in the damn interrogation room or whatever, and she trying to give out her information. Yeah, she pointed to Vic. Yeah, it was him. He the one that shot the guy, and that she was like, "Oh, you don't recognize nobody else on here?" And she's like, "No." And then she started trying to like point to Tommy. You don't recognize nobody? And then her husband was like, "Stacy." Like, nah, don't do that shit, okay? And then she's just like, okay. She's like, well, maybe Fat Tony could ID him because I don't remember. I said, oh my goodness, she is giving it all up so she can go free, okay? So then, they happy about that. Okay, well, who was that? So now we got D-Mac and Genesis, the girl that he was out looking at googly eyed and shit. And he trying to talk to her like, yeah, come over here, come on, let's go ahead and smoke. Come on, let's smoke. And while her little friend was like, girl, don't mess around with him because he was in my science class and he dropped out, girl. So he a bum. And then the girl just like, yeah, and and I don't mess with my brain cells, okay? I said, you right, girl, you is right. You might be a little bit of gold digger, but you ain't falling for no games, okay? Even though you playing games, okay? Because then he was like, just go to the movie with me. I'll take you. You can see whatever you want. Whatever you want. She like, whatever I want. Okay, but I don't do them dreads. You're going to have to cut that. I said, bitch, what? And she's like, yeah, you're going to have to get a fade. He was like, a fade? And she was like, yeah, then you could come talk to me. And he's like, all right. Just easily, you're just going to be like, okay. And then I'm like, is she going to get you back in school? That's the only good thing that might come from it, but if you're gonna be cutting your hair and trying to change everything for, I don't know, man. So then we get to Dime and the little boy he gonna be mentoring into the boxing and all of that. So they basically in the boxing ring doing their little thing. Yeah, you gotta do like this, you gotta do like that, all that kind of shit. And the dude was like, boxing, it teach you to anticipate, Dime, and teach you to anticipate your opponent's moves. You can see somebody, see their background, see all this and that. And the little boy like, oh, like non-verbal cues. He like, yeah, like that. So work on your footwork, work on your, wax on, wax off ass stuff. And I gotta go and I'll see you next week, basically. And then he said, his whole story, he got into boxing because, I forgot what he said. Not that he got picked on, but, he had to defend himself in this kind of neighborhood. And then, after that, he liked it. It was something that he was drawn to. So now we got Claudia meeting up with the Serb leader, Mikovic. And she basically trying to come to him with the deal. And he like, oh, you trying to get me in business with the Flynn's? I don't think so. I ain't getting into business with Walter Flynn, okay? And what you don't know is that the Flynn's are headed out, okay? He and Walter in deep with Ireland. And, y'all falling by the wayside, okay? You just don't know it, ma'am. She's like, oh, I didn't take you for rumors. But the Flynn family is fine. And I'm bringing you the deal. I'm talking about Xannies. And I guess he into Oxy. And she talking about she going to be into Xannies and all this and that. And a few, drugs that are just being tested. So she don't care about killing nobody, okay? So then she pulls up his tea like, well, we all know you ain't doing good either, okay? With Jannard and Diamond as close as ever. I said, Jannard and Diamond, girl, you a sneaky bitch, okay? With Jannard and Diamond close as ever. Oh, did you think they split? Oh, I heard that's just a little game they doing some kind of shell company with the Crimson Projects to get their money up. And now that they with, I said, ooh. She playing good, okay? And then she was like, and now that they got Tommy on, they done took over the jail, I heard. And he's like, oh, you did your research, huh? And then he told the dude to go check on that shit with the Crimson Projects and with Jannard and Tom. And Dime. And then he was just like, I'm not going into business with no damn Walter Flynn. And she's like, nah, I'm bringing you this deal. It's for me, okay? Basically, I'm going to be the point person. You ain't got to worry about him. And I'll go. She's talking about, and the deal is good right now, but this is a one-time offer. I can't go to other people tomorrow, okay? And he's talking about, oh, what big balls you have under that dress. And of course she happy to hear that. Jannard going to go talk to his little girlfriend at the gym, okay? So then he basically letting her know that, I just came to come pick up that stuff, from you, but and then she can tell something wrong with him. So she go hug his ass like a dummy. Okay, she hugging him. What's going on, Jannard? And then he's talking about, I killed Lil K. And she's like, nigga, what? Like, there's gonna be repercussions for that. You need to think. I need you thinking. She starts snapping by his head. He said, see, what we not finna do is that. Like, I told you that. So we, you can be on the same page. Not for you to come for me, okay? So if you're gonna be with me, you can go either be with me. You make a decision right now. I said, he got on her ass quick, girl. So then she was just like, okay, yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm here for you, and I'm here for you. Okay, I was like, girl, you getting played. You on the wrong team as well, okay? You can't trust him. Just like you told him not to kill him, you know it's gonna be repercussions as you said, okay? He's like, well, what he said, the powers that be, basically. Something like that. The greater powers requested that he be dead. And then she was like, that's your ego talking. I was like, nah, girl. He got threatened, okay? He got threatened good. And then he ended up getting a text from Miguel saying, time's up, nigga. Come right now. So then he's like, all right, I gotta go meet with the Connect. Looking all scared. And then I forgot she did ask him, was he on something? And then she was like, what? He's like, I'm on lack of sleep. What you talking about? What? And she was like, you can tell me if you own something. I said, oh, so you know? So you tiptoeing around this nigga and all this and that, girl? Bye. So then we get Walter at his little strip club / bar, Gloria old bar. And he's talking to Doyle. And he basically saying, gave him a little money to my, here you go. That's the start. Okay, that's the start. And then dude was just like, oh, really? How's everything going? He's like, never better. So he tried to play up like he all good. I'm Gucci. What you talking about? I'm good over here. We good over here in the Flynn family. Fine ass. Okay. And the dude basically called his bluff and said, well, I talked to Paulie. He a good man that you don't even deserve because he came to me on your behalf to ask for extension for you. And you don't deserve a man like that, basically. And of course, Walter looking like, what the fuck did you say? He didn't say that, but that's how he was looking. So now we got Jannar showing up to Miguel. And Miguel talking like, you cheating on me, nigga? And he's like, it's time to pay up, basically. And then Jannar basically said that, man, CBI not paying their part, so they taxing me. The Serbs taxing me. So then, of course, Miguel pushes his ass, and the other niggas start choking him out. What, nigga? So he was like, so you more scared of the Serbs than you scared of me? Maybe I should cut your left eye so you can see right. I said, damn. Miguel on his ass, okay? But then Miguel also told his ass, familiar, loyalty, loyalty, trust, and stupidity got you right where you are right here today. I said, underline stupidity. So then he basically say, he don't give a fuck about you paying the Serbs. You need to pay your way here. He said, all I need is a date or two. Two at the most, okay? And I'm gonna have your money. I'm like, why you lying? You hoping and praying you gonna have that money, but ain't no way you gonna have that money. Maria ended up walking in the room with his his shot for his, I think, what is it, diabetes, his diabetic shot or whatever it is, insulin shot. So then he get mad like, what the fuck are you doing in here right now? And she started like, she holding it out open, showing Jannar. And then Jannar looking like, what's going on? I'm like, huh? And then she's like, well, do it your fucking self. All extra. So I'm like, girl, that is showing he got a weakness. You can't let him know that, okay? Instantly went back to all the Queen's men. You were dead, bitch. And she stabbed her ass with all that insulin, okay? In the heart. You letting them know that she got a weakness, okay? That he got a weakness. So then, after that, they let him up and was like, we're just playing with you. Why don't you get some sense of humor? I said, well, you ain't playing. So then, looking like shit. So then we got Dom getting in the car with the police officer dude, Seamus. That's the name, Seamus. So he getting the car with him, and Tommy seeing it. Tommy looking like, what the fuck? Okay. So then he ended up giving him the money. He's like, you just make that in one day, don't you? You just make it with the blink of an eye while I'm out here doing God's work. I'm like, you on your hot horse, ain't you? Okay. So he's like, I want another 25,000 by the end of the day. And then he's like, I can't get that. Well, make it happen. And then Tom just like, okay, man. Then Tommy he pop up on Dime. He's like, so tell me again what they do to snitches out here in Chicago? Cause in New York, we bury them. I said, ooh, we bury him, boy. He was like, if I was a snitch, I'd shoot myself. $10 million, I kill myself, okay? So then, he's like, well, make it make sense. He's like, you know me, bro. Like, I'm not no snitch. He's like, well, make it make sense. Well, I lied to you earlier, okay? The officer, he's shaking me down for the drugs that I had put out some years ago. They got his sister in a bad predicament, okay? He's like, well, you ain't paying him no more. We gonna stop all that shit. Set up a meet, and we gonna get that shit done. I got an idea to do with that nigga. I said, well, damn, the idea came to you that fast? Or you was already thinking about it, okay? He's like, make it make sense, because this is the second time I see you with that fucking cop, okay? I was like, yeah, okay. He said, you got in the car with something, and you got out with nothing. You gave him information on me? Tommy was on his ass, okay? I said, you shouldn't be lying to Tommy, okay? Tommy is crazy. Any minute, he gonna decide that he don't need you. So then, he basically said set up a meet, and then Dime ended up telling him that everything worked out with Rojas. So I guess we're gonna find out what happened next time. What happened? They got Rojas ass together, and ain't gonna be no issues. And all those dudes that got arrested today, don't worry about them because they soldiers. They ain't gonna say nothing. And he was like, I'm happy you still paying attention. I said, okay, Tommy. So he's like, but set up a meet with your lawyer. So we can, what he said, that we meet with your lawyer so we can, make sure something getting handled. Okay, so then he ended up getting a text from Maria, and she like, I got your address. We want to go out again. Now we got Jannard and Nick back at their little place. So they counted money, and the dudes come in, three dudes come in, they just basically like, what's up, y'all? They basically hit them with a little dry ass, what's up? He's like, y'all don't speak? What the hell y'all got going on in here? And then then Jannard started doing drugs, and he like, what the fuck going on in here? Nigga, you on that shit? And Jannard gonna start laughing. He's like, nigga, what's funny? Like, well, if you on that shit, you messing with my money. That's why you got us out here looking goofy and shit. He was going out. He said, that's why you got us out here looking stupid and dumb out here, not making no money. And he was like, nigga, what he told him? He was like, he said, you messing with my name, you messing with my reputation, and all this and that, because you stepping on the drugs. And then he was like, I just got off the phone with Lil K, grandmother. And he was like, I was with him when he got the call, when you called him last night to come pick him up. So where that nigga at? And then he's like, shit, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. He was like, He's like, shit, maybe he fell into some pussy. You know what? He didn't even call me back. I had to call my bitch. I said, you know, you're not even a good liar, okay? He looking around, he looking at the other dude, his little main flunky. And then next you know, one of the dudes, he's like, oh, look, hey, dead. He's like, what? Nigga, what? And he's like, his cousin just posted it. He just said they strangled him. And then he go to dude, oh, no, it's gonna be blood in the streets tonight. And of course, Jannard like, nah, we can't be doing that. We can't have no blood in the streets. Not right now. You talking about losing money. This finna really lose money. It's gonna be no money if you got blood in the streets. And them niggas like, this don't phase y'all. Y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all still counting money. This what y'all doing. Y'all on this weird shit. So he going off. And they just like, nigga, it's more. We gotta deal with this money. We gotta deal with this business, okay? But the little dude not hearing that. I don't care. And like, nigga, I ain't asked you for permission. He said, oh, you ain't asking for permission. And then they all started about to walk out. And then he was like, I guess he ain't want to have them blood shit in the streets. Because it really is going to fuck with his money. So he was just like, all right, y'all want to kill somebody, kill me. Because I don't want to kill Lil K. And they was like, what? They all come running back in, what? And he was like, yeah, I killed him. That nigga wasn't listening. I told him not to go after Tommy. He ain't follow orders. He ain't follow orders, okay? So he had to be done. And then, of course, they just like, what, nigga? You know, y'all on that funny shit up in here. And then, next, you know, it ended up being a whole fight outside with Jador fighting the dude. And then he was getting the best of him. You know, okay? So then, of course, since he getting the best of him, so one of his dudes come hop in, jump in the fight, kick Jannard. Then he's no Jannard on the ground. They kicking his ass, okay? And then finally, Jannard people come out and shoot the gun in the air to get them up off his ass. And talking about, stop, we family. Then the other niggas like, nah, we done. And then Jannard was like, nigga, we done? Done? Nigga, we in this for life. And they was like, he was like, hell nah, okay? This shit some treasonist shit, okay? I said, well, nigga, how you get a part of a gang called treason knowing the nigga went after his own brother, okay? He went after his own brother, so what loyalty do you think you finna get? But he's like, this some treasonist shit, and he leave. And then, of course, Jannard like, come on, y'all really finna leave with that nigga? And then he's talking about, fuck that, I'm treason. This my movie. I say, my movie? What? As he's screaming at the top of his lungs, thinking he finna have his Denzel moment. King Kong ain't got shit on me, looking ass with a mouth full of blood, okay? And from getting your ass whooped. Yeah, Walter pulling up on Paulie, and he drunk. But then he also going off on him talking about, oh, you went to talk to Dublin behind my back and all this and that. He said, and I only gave you a job because my wife was like, my poor brother, he ain't had a job in a year. Just give him a chance. And then she said, then he was like, I only was gonna give you a chance if you shut your fucking mouth and just listen, because he always being racist. He's like, you know, because he Polish. He started going off about him being a Polish dude. He ain't shit, basically. And then he was like, the only reason why you alive right now, because, you know, because you went back and talked to Doyle, you put salt in, what he say, you put shame on my name. And that going behind his back doing that, and your services are no longer needed anymore, okay? And you're only still alive because of my children. And I'm just like, well, you don't care about them children. But I guess that really pushed them to the left, but they already gone once, so they gone. They plotting on your demise. But then Paulie just looking at him like, damn, what the fuck? And I don't know why the wife was at the door. Girl, what you coming out at the door for? But then we get Dime. He talking to the lawyer lady, and it's like, she basically like, yeah, you was right. They do have a task force, and CBI's at the top of their list. And he like, how the hell they get on to me so fast? She was like, I don't know, but I had to burn the bridge to get that information. So I'm gonna need you to get somebody that's in the CPD that can help, that can stay ahead of the information. And you need to let everybody else do the work. Don't get your hands dirty, okay? And I'm like, at this point, he shouldn't be having to get his hands dirty. He should be able to make little calls. And I forgot that Tommy also gave him burner phones, saying everybody needs to switch up their work. They need to switch it up, because that's why he got this lawyer later, because they need to figure out if the police is just fishing or if they on their targets. So they often be switching corners and using burner phones and stuff now. I'm like, they wasn't using them at first, but I guess they was, but you know, they need to switch it up again. So then he get a text message from Seamus, and he like, I need that money tonight, looking ass. And then of course he looking at, I'm like, I might can get him as a help. No, you cannot, okay? This nigga hates you. And he extorting you, so I guess you thinking that's how you gonna get him, but he hates you. He ain't gonna help you. And then we see Tommy and Maria off at, his apartment. They dancing, drinking, kissing, and all of that. But then he ended up getting a text message from Dime to go ahead and come down to the barbershop to meet with Seamus. So then he leaves her there. She like, it's fine, I understand. I know. Oh, it's okay. I said, girl, you being a rebellious sister. That's all she doing. It's being a rebellious sister to her brother. He gonna be mad that we together. I need to be with you, okay? And then the fact that he got on her nerves earlier, so she really finna push the envelope, okay? And then we got Claudia and Vic, and they basically meet up. She's like, I knew you were gonna be on my side as soon as you seen what Dad did. So they basically plotting on Daddy, talking about we gonna work this pill business, and we're gonna take his ass out when we gotta take his ass out. And then Vic looking like, I don't really want to be in business with you, looking ass. And then saying she just like the daddy, and she like, I'm not like him. I will help you shoot these niggas when I get a chance to, because he's saying, he don't trust the Serbs because the Serbs work with the daddy to kill Gloria's ass. So then she's like, we just gonna use them how they using us, and that's what it's gonna be. And then he's like, well, we need to be real under wraps with this, because if dad find out, basically it's a bullet for both of us. And she's like, well, just kill him first. And then he looking like, oh, like, I don't kill daddy? Oh, nah, I mean, he's still our dad looking at us. I'm like, he is never gonna learn this lesson, because you just got through saying that if he find out, he gonna kill y'all, but you just gonna be scared that he gonna kill y'all. You ain't gonna try to defend yourself. Like, what we gonna do here? I thought you was dismantling him, and he wasn't gonna see you coming, okay? But anyway, so then we get D-Mac and JP talking, and he basically doing some kind of piano thing, and I guess that, dad was a musician, and then D-Mac said he did it when he was little, but he stopped, but then he finna go off to his date, and the daddy gave him some extra money. So I was like, so if he going to the date, he finna go get his hair cut. Oh, goodness. So then, at the end of the episode, we get we get Dime and Seamus meeting up, and then of course he's like trying to take his money, but then Tommy show up too. So then he like, I don't negotiate with people. I don't know. And then Tommy's like, well, I'm Tommy, and we talk about what the fuck you here for, okay? So they basically try to break a deal with him, like, come on, you could take 5,000, 50,000, or 200,000, or you could work for us and let us know what the police got going on. And we don't want that Google shit. We want to know the real details of what they know about us. And then he's like, and what makes you think I would work with you? Ever work with you? Okay. And then he pull out his gun, talking about, I could kill y'all and burn this place to the ground, and they won't even give a shit because y'all are pieces of shit. I was like, well, damn. You a little too salty about everything, okay? So then he pulls out the gun, and he like, yeah, you ain't doing all that shit. He said, I could kill you right now. And then he kind of go towards them, but he wasn't finna do it. I don't think he would have did nothing. But he was just trying to scare them, like, yeah, I could. But then he gets shot in the head by D-Mac coming down the damn stairs. I said, oh my God. And he got blood all over Tommy's face, all over Dime's face. And they're just like, what the fuck? What we gonna do now? He's like, why did you do that? He said he was gonna shoot y'all. I was helping. We already knew D-Mac was gonna do something stupid, but I wasn't expecting that one, okay? So I don't know what the fuck they gonna do. Who possibly heard the shot? How y'all finna get rid of the body? What the fuck y'all gonna do? Alright, that's the end of the episode, and that's the end of my review for Power Book 4, Force with Tommy, Season 2, Episode 4. This episode was good, like I said, I always got moving pieces. And it really made me realize that Jannard and Walter are in the same predicament, which is very interesting. And I don't know, Dime and Tommy, y'all seem close, but it's a little shaky, okay? And I don't know what the police think they're gonna trip Tommy up on, but it's like it's gonna come to something. They gonna leak the picture or something? What they gonna do? But anyway, drop down in the comment, let me know what y'all thought about the episode, what y'all think might happen, or anything that's going on. Because it's always some shit going down. And then, oh yeah, when Tommy was like, you ain't gotta talk about canceling Christmas. I said, okay, they had to slide that in there somewhere in episode 4 though. I like that, okay? But alright, remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the Be Like Dee channel, okay?